Question's asking us how many electrons must be gained. So we know these are going to be anions, because when you gain electrons, you become negatively charged ions. We call those anions. Why would atoms want to gain or lose electrons? And the reason is the octet rule, to gain the electron configuration of noble gases. So let's go right into part A, is nitrogen. Locate that on the periodic table. That last digit of the group number will tell you the valence electrons, which is 5. Every element in group 15, that column was going to have a common electron configuration of s2. The s orbital, the final s orbital is full, and p3, right? Because it's in the first, second, third position of that p block. All right, so 2 plus 3 is the 5, gives you the 5 valence electrons. Nitrogen, you can draw those dots, right, like that. All right, and all those elements in group 15, because they have 5 valence electrons, are going to want to gain 1, 2, 3 electrons to achieve the octet rule. 1, 2, 3 to achieve the electron configuration of neon in this case, their nearest noble gas. All right, so the answer here is 3 electrons. Let's go this way. Red. Sulfur, right underneath and below, right underneath oxygen. So that is group 16. All of those elements are going to have a common, all those elements in group 16 have 6 valence electrons because they have a common electron configuration of s2, p4, being the 4th position of that p block. So 2 plus 4 gives you those 6 valence electrons. So for sulfur, we can draw the dot structures like this, right? And you can recognize that it needs 2 more electrons. So all those elements in group 16 want to gain 2. There's 2 spots away from the noble gases, so they'll gain 2 electrons. And you can write the symbol. Forgot to do that earlier. You can show the valence action. Get octet going, put a bracket around there, and put the symbol there. The charge to negative, and going back to nitrogen, you can do this if you want to. Answer there is 2 though. For sulfur is going to want to gain 2. And then chloride, that's the other thing I didn't mention. Their names end in IDE, so this is going to be chloride, sulfide, nitride. Chlorine is a halogen, so halogens in group 17 are going to have 7 valence electrons. They're all going to have a common electron configuration of s2, p5, right? Because they're in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th position on that p block. So they all have that common electron configuration. 2 plus the 5 gives you the 7 valence electrons we get from group 17. All right, so I forgot what element, chlorine. So chlorine and all the other halogens, they have 7 valence electrons. They're going to want to gain 1 to get that octet. So if I want to write the symbol, I could just do that. Put a negative there, indicating that it gained 1 electron. There's your answer to part C. It gains 1 electron. Let's go on to gray. Phosphorus, right underneath nitrogen. So that's another group 15 element, so that's going to gain 3. And it'll be phosphide.